Shit Talking Sunday with the bros. I'm your boy Franchise. I got my dog Gutter with me. This week, this is pretty hard. This might be one of the hardest ones we done did, Gutter. Rawest Women of the 2000s.
It's gonna get it's gonna get harder because every more current decade we was paying more attention, and now this the first decade where we men like we men like from the beginning to the end, like what I'm saying. This wasn't no little boy crushes. This was some serious crushes right here. So that's what it was for me too. Like I said, the consistency that we got to keep in this is it got to be not nobody we in hindsight looking at, but who were we in that moment at that time really had a crush on, attracted to, but I don't know about you, but for me also, it's not completely just about looks. Like it's they had to come with something, right? Especially back then, most of the women we talk about had some sort of talent. They sung, they acted, they played sports or something. They did something. We had an athlete on here yet?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, everything but the 80s. I'm going off of just how I remember feeling about that person at that point in my life. The 80s was the only thing really retrospective, honestly, because I'm fucking 3 years old at the end of that bitch. So I just went off,
All right.
Researching looks.
We really started there as an ode to the decade that we was born in. That's really what all that was.
Yeah,
So,
because they would shit. The 80s had some press. They had some press
yeah.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
I can't even. Yeah. All right.
Again, I apologize to Miss Jackson. I apologize.
All right. You will go round for round. We can start at 5 on up. Or you want to
Yeah,
start
you go
with you
first.
got my number 5 is Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, and I got particular versions of When I Fell in Love. All my 5, and forgive me for my frankness, all 5 of these women at some point looking at them, I'm like, this the rawest bitch ever. That's what I felt. You feel what I'm saying? Mariah Carey, 2003 All-Star Game, Michael Jordan tribute. That bitch came in that bit with the
That's what she had the dress on, the jersey dress.
jersey dress, the Wizards 23
Okay,
jersey
I
dress.
remember that.
Oh my god.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh my god. I'm like, man, Mariah Carey she done got thick. I'm like, out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, Mariah Carey ain't no little girl. You hear me? Yeah, so that's my 5, Mariah Carey.
All right, that's you went with a singer, a vocalist. That's interesting because I like I said, I had so many different top fives when I thought about this list, but towards the end, I had to think about her, and it's because I think she's a great actor. I think she's a great singer. She has one of my favorite songs ever. Uh, Jill Scott. Jill Scott. Jill Scott debuted, I think, in 2000, 2001. Is it the way, one of the greatest songs, what I'm saying, R&B songs I ever heard. And she kind of my I don't want to say it, but she's a plus size woman. But hey,
I knew what he was about to say.
that visit me love too, Fred.
I knew what he was about to say. Oh my god! I even had to
Hey,
say it.
I love you, Jill. I love you, Jill. I love you, Jill. Hey. No matter, some people weight fluctuate and they don't be looking right when they get small or they get big sometimes. But Jill always was a beautiful woman to me. You know what I'm saying? Jill always was a beautiful woman. And then, you just throw in her talents. Then she got that other song, Crown Royal. Great song.
Yeah.
And I like that for obvious reasons. So Jill Scott definitely on my list at number 5.
I like that. I like that Jill Scott bit. I like that. All right. My number 4. My number 4 is cosplay J Lo. And I say cosplay when she was with Diddy wearing Sean John tank tops with bandanas on her head and shit. singing with Ja Rule, like she would rap singing with Ja Rule. That bitch was. I'm like, oh, this the rawest ever. Cosplay J Lo was retarded. Even when her and did it broke up in the first Ben Affleck J Lo, the first marriage. Yeah, J Lo was the
He
sickest, man.
said
Cos
cosplay J.
we going cosplay J Lo at number 4. You hear me? That
Cosplay
I'm
J.
ready. All that. That fake Jenny from the block was. She had some ass music though. I loved her though, but she was that music was ass. I would keep it street. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't think she could do nothing that great. Like, I don't think she was a great just dancer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she was a bad dancer, but I don't think she wasn't no Debbie Allen, nothing like that. She wasn't.
yeah,
But
but it's two different lanes. Like she was that hip hop dancing shit, like that Fly Girls. That's two totally different. Debbie Allen is really like was raw, like you know what I'm saying.
all right, so you kind of disrespecting me because you put my number 4 in your honorable mentions. Uh, Christina Milian. And that's just one that I could just uh vividly remember having a crush on her. She started off in TV movies, like even in the late 90s, but then got into music. And again, she got a song that, when it came out, I remember I probably played that song so much just because I liked the song, and it had Young Jeezy on there, and she was looking good in the video. That Say I, you know what I'm saying? I think they came out like 2006 or something like that. So Christina Milian is my number 4. She had the movie with Nick Cannon. What was the name of that movie?
Love don't
Uh
cost a thing.
Love Don't Cost a Thing. Then she have a
Mm-hmm.
song to go with the so
Yeah.
Christina Milian is definitely in my top 5 for the 2000s. Like I said, I remember her. She had like little cameos on like Sister Sister and stuff in the late 90s. I think she was in a couple movies in the late 90s. Uh, and then she got in, she transitioned, got more into the singing, and then just became a pop
Nigga,
culture.
nigga, that's my bitch song. Love don't cost a thing. That's J Lo shit, nigga.
Oh, that's J Lo.
Yeah. Okay, that was cold. Now, J Lo, I apologize. You did have one with that bit. That bit was cold. That bit was cold.
Right.
That bit was
Okay.
cold.
See,
That bit was cold. I can't stand.
but I know Christina Milian had to say I with Young Jeezy, and I remember I like this song, So Christina Milian, my number 4.
All right. Oh shit. Hold on. The list went black on me. My number 3. 3. All right. My number 3 gonna be Beyonce.
Ooh, you're
Beyonce.
gonna piss some people off with that one. They. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Hey, but
I mean, she ain't even on my list. I tell you that right now. She ain't. She ain't gonna make this. She ain't gonna make the list this decade, the next decade, and the decade after that. She ain't making none of these lists. So
it was this. It was. I'm gonna tell you the Beyonce. It was when Destiny's Child had that cater to you out. Sorry, before they correct me. Um, and they did them lap dances and shit. That nigga Terrence Howard looked like he was about to die on stage at the BET Awards.
knowing
Man, she had that.
The Terrence Howard that we know now. Oh Lord, well, ain't no telling what he was thinking.
That nigga Terrence Howard looked like he was, like he was all the way there. You heard me? But Beyonce, that's the Beyonce, caramel Beyonce, real caramel Beyonce is the
I
rawest
need
Beyonce.
a soldier. I need a soldier Beyonce.
I see a little after that, little after that though. But that era, that group, that Beyonce is the
That's
rawest
kind of when
Beyonce.
they had me the closest to being a fan. And look, I'm gonna say I ain't put on none of my list, but I mean, to be honest, it's out of respect. It really would be fair because she kind of in the category of her own. So I mean,
Man, fuck all that. You ain't put it on the list. You ain't put it on the list. Fuck.
I didn't put on the list.
It
I
is what
would
it
never
is.
trade it to. I mean, I would never trade it to her, bro. It's like a Jordan complex. It's like, oh, bro, everybody rooting for Jordan, man. The Jordan go to hell. So I see everybody rooting. I just went the other way. But that's another. That's
Yeah,
here
but
nor
see,
there.
that's why I say I liked her at this point because she was still in the group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't,
and
it wasn't
it
what it
wasn't
is.
that big. it wasn't
it
that all
was
that standing after her yet.
yeah,
Like,
it wasn't that
yeah, I
standing. Once
feel
it
you.
got to
I
standing,
feel
it
you.
kind of like she's still cold, but it's like, damn, all right, bro. You know how you already know how we be. Once everybody likes
But I'm
something,
gonna
it's
say
like,
this: when they first came out as a group, she wasn't the first one that I liked. Like, it wasn't either her nor Kelly. It was the one they kicked out of the group at first. The first one that left the group. I liked her.
who
You know what I'm
Latoya
saying?
Luckett?
No, the other one.
The
Yeah,
other one,
that
the other
another one.
one. What's old girl
I can't
name?
remember her name. I can't remember her
What,
name. But
what
you
was her
know,
name? Hold
but
on,
I
let
did
me
like
find it.
Latoya Luckett too.
Latoya Luckett was nice too. They came with
Yeah,
some nice ones.
yeah.
They came, they came with some nice ones. Farrah, that's who you
Farrah,
talking about.
yeah, Farrah, yeah. I like
Mm-hmm.
Farrah. I like Farrah. But yeah, like Beyonce wasn't even never my favorite like Destiny's Child. So but all right, so my number three, Sanaa Lathan. Uh
Oh,
Sanaa started in the late
oh,
90s. She had a couple movies like The Wood. She was in The Wood in the late 90s, right? But then she had some bangers in the 90s and in the 2000s. Love and Basketball, Best Man, Brown Sugar. Then you had The Family That Prays together, right? The Family That Prays, right? So man, Sanaa Lathan, and she was she to me epitomizes she to me like is the Halle Berry of that decade. She was the true natural beauty, right? She was the natural beauty of the movie industry. Like I said, you run those movies she had, you put her in a lead role in your movie, it's gonna attract people. She can act, right? And I think what this is later on into the next decade, but then you had her in Think Like a Man, right?
mm-hmm.
So man, Sanaa Lathan. I really could have put her in next decade, but I just I remember loving basketball. I remember, Best Man and just her standing out to me in those movies. Sanaa Lathan definitely. Man, if you could cut your hair bald and still look
Yeah,
beautiful,
that's a
I mean,
fact.
because everybody can't rock a bald head. I mean, that man nor woman. You know what I'm saying? But she cut her bald and it was like, okay.
Yeah, this low key the last real natural beauty decade on the cool. It get wicked so when we start
Oh
going to
yeah,
the
yeah.
tens and twenties,
Yeah, you
and
start seeing the surgeries become less
yeah.
taboo and start leaking in, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then we went from just more than just boob jobs to butt jobs, and then the face thing, man. It's like that kind of had already had become normal. So yeah, this like the last decade of just the natural beauties, where the women who starred and were popular look like everyday women.
Yes, key. Major, like DJ Khaled had say major key. All right. My number two. That was random. My bad, Caleb. All right, is my number two is Lauren London.
Another
Lauren
one.
London. Another one. That's another one who this is the coldest ever. Like, I mean, at any point, like I'm real big about certain moments, but any point I saw Lauren London, ATL, whatever it was, being Lil Wayne thing, whatever it was, Lauren London before
Being Lil Wayne thing.
yeah, before nip, you know what I'm saying? Like Lauren London.
Right.
That's just what it is. That's my number two, Lauren London.
That boy Wayne had tattooed that woman's name on his arm. Yeah.
Shout out
She
to
put
shout
that
out to,
thing on. Man.
shout out to
Shout out
Tunchi.
to shout out to shout
shout
out my
out
nigga Gucci.
shout out my nigga Tunchi. Who you got at number two?
Gucci man on the list. Eminem ain't on the list. Shout out my nigga Gucci.
Shout out my nigga Gucci.
That's one of the realest Wayne. Wayne's so funny, dog. And not without not trying. You know what I'm saying? But all right, that's crazy because my number two, new. That's just because boy, when that ATL came out, I remember being in the movies like, oh my God, it's a woman out here that look like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like Lauren London, like, uh-huh. And I liked her so much. I was pissed off at T.I. Like, nigga, who cares if she rich? Who cares? Like, no. Like,
Facts.
go buy you some polos and start going over to her house every day, man.
Right.
Fuck these niggas over here, man. Go, man. Go get you, man. Go talk to her daddy about some stocks, some bonds, and some playing some golf or something, man. Like, man, what? Look at her and look at her bank account, bro. If you don't get up off these slums and these trenches and go get you some luxury and affluence, man, please. Now he tripping. That shit pissed me off. You know, we worked in real media before, so when I see writing like that, that shit just stupid to me. Ain't no man in their right mind about to meet a woman, find out that the woman rich, and then be mad. Who about to be mad? Like, bro,
Right, right,
that was
right,
so.
right, right,
I
right.
love the movie, but just that part of it, like, was just like, okay, you know. But Nunu, then like you said, after that, she kind of just became, the hottest rapper in the game, baby mama. I mean,
Right,
no
right, right.
disrespect, Lauren. No disrespect, no disrespect. Because love both your baby dads. One of them is one of my favorite rappers of all time, and the other one is one that I respect beyond. R.P. Nip. One that I respect beyond rap, just for the message that he portrayed. Uh, but man, you can't. I think she's one that you make during this decade, and if you don't have her in your top five invalid.
Yeah, you ain't got no value. Your top five not valid. You
If
ain't got
you
no
don't
value.
have, I don't care
Right.
who the other four is. You can have that number five. You can have that number one. If Laura London not in your top five for the
Mm-hmm.
2000s, your top five is invalid. Sit down and shut up because I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell you talking about.
We're going to number one. Say, bro, man, you know how like the nigga really just be like, uh, mentally, you're like something so much on TV, and you just like, oh, this the rawest ever, and I'm gonna be with her. This my number one. This how my number one. This how I felt about my number one. Uh, probably till like I got older. My
Bro, I
number
know you're
one.
not about to say who. I know you're not about to say who I think you're about to say.
I'm about to say Megan Good. My number one.
Oh,
Megan
okay,
Good.
okay, okay, okay,
Megan Good. Who
okay.
the hell you thought I was about to say?
No, 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 no. Just go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
So,
go ahead.
yeah, Megan Good, bro. Like bro. I can't even explain it. Megan Good just too raw to me. Just like we talked about. It's just that last kind of era of the natural beauty. Like it is. I'm heavy face game. I'm face game first. So like,
Oh yes.
you know what
Look,
I'm saying?
hold on. I'm so glad you said that because you got to break it down. It's pretty right here. Pretty is all up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Fine is all head down. You
Mm-hmm.
throw that all together, gorgeous, beautiful, etc., etc.
It's a
Right?
it's a yeah, I'm about to say some wild shit, but whatever. Shit talking Sunday. It's a ratio. It's the face to titties to ass ratio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a ratio. And the higher
You got
percent
face, you got
the
face and
face
titties, but
go,
no ass. But
yeah.
we
Well
can work with.
we can work with that. Like, boy, look. They can't start caring about their ass till like later till everybody start, you know what I'm saying? Hey
Then
boy,
you
you
got
got
them
face.
grimy boys. You got them grimy boys. No face, no titties and ass.
Hey, some niggas just like their ass. That way a higher percentage to them. Hey, to each his own, my guy. I'm straight out there, just that ass. That's crazy.
Say that.
I'm good off just that ass. But you know what it was? That when that waist it's stupid. I think it was that waist deep, bro. Yeah, waist deep. Waist deep was in '06. That's when like I was like, yeah, nah, it wasn't even
Nah,
really the you got served, but that waist deep it sent it for me. She was like the sickest in the game to me.
Megan Good could go for a lot of decades because I mean, you got the late '90s with Cousin Skeeter and some of the shows and movies she did, the early stuff, right? Cause she in Friday. I remember seeing her in Friday, and like she our age,
Like
right?
younger, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, she pretty, you know, like I can remember thinking, I'm like, I wish the girls in my school looked like that.
But
Yeah. So but I could but you know, you got Meagan Good could be the 90s, she could be 2000, she could be 2010, she could be somewhere in the now, the right
in the
now.
house, in
In
the
the
now,
now. Right.
in the house.
That's what we
Mm-hmm.
gonna call this decade when we get to it. The best
Rawest
for the
women,
top five.
rawest women of the nows.
Raw women of the now.
Rawest
The
women of the
the
now.
thousands.
The thousands.
All right. All right. So for my number one, I had to think about, man, who I really just had like a elongated crush on probably like the whole decade. Like, and I had to think because she had me when she first dropped. She made great music. And then she would kind of fall off, come back, pop up. And then whenever, you know, I would always, you know, think, man, she just always on point to me. Ashanti.
Mm.
Ashanti's my number one. For and you know, I know she probably won't be a lot of people's number one, but for me, again, she could sing, not just sing, but made good music, right? She was with the whole Murder Inc. thing when they, you know, before Curtis Jackson completely destroyed everything that they had going on,
Mm.
and you know, shout out 50 Cent, you know, so, but I just appreciate, you know, what she did in that decade. And I mean, I guess if you say you know, she fit a type I had back then, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Ashanti again, I think she could be in the 2000s.
Hey,
I think you could
I
put
ain't
her
gonna
probably in the
I ain't gonna cap. Ashanti gonna be in my nows. Like that Ashanti, like
yeah.
like about 2 years ago or 3 years when her and Nelly first got back. I said, "Oh, Ashanti the rawest ever." Ashanti raw
And now
now,
she
like
and not and now she didn't enter that MILF era of
yeah,
her
yeah,
life.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
she a
yeah.
mom, but
Ashanti,
she still, you know,
yeah,
she a
Ashanti
mom, but
cold.
she still, you know, pretty. So you
Nah,
know,
Ashanti cold blooded.
I like I said, it's gonna get a little bit more tricky as we go on. Like, I really honestly, I already know my top five for this. What we're gonna do this half decade, right? The 2020s. So 2020 to 2025. I already know my top five for this. I have no clue who I'm gonna put in the 2010s. Like, it's gonna be a lot, right? Because now you getting into some of these internet personalities and some of these people that may not just particularly be celebrities or famous, but you know, you got models, you got the emergence of the video vixens and the models now becoming their own, you know what I'm saying, like the Melissa Ford. And really that started this decade in the
That started this
2000s.
decade. Yeah, yeah.
But it became more prevalent, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, man, you got Melissa Ford, Esther Baxter, you know what I'm saying? Claudette, I forgot what her name was. You know, you had all these used to be in the magazines all the time. You going, you know,
All
going
of
to
them
look,
King magazines and shit.
yeah, King magazines, stores, you know what I'm saying? So you had you
Yeah,
got all of that to really look at. Like my wife brought up Melissa Ford, and I was like, all right. But
yeah,
I kind of stuck to the more mainstream, you know, the more mainstream of, you know, celebrities, B listers, you know. Um, but
yeah. It's a lot of stuff that could have went. Like you said, it's gonna be a lot of different type of women that got more exposure as the years went on. Just like you said, because of the coming through with the social media, right? The emergence of social media and things of that nature. And yeah, Melissa Ford, fucking cold boy. Melissa Ford, I'm looking at the Lord have mercy. Melissa Ford, cold. So yeah, hey, Y'all let us know what y'all think. Who y'all top five? Who y'all feel like we left out? It don't matter because it's our list, but who y'all rocking with? Hey, shit talking Sunday, franchise. Gutter, what you got on the way out?
Man, like I always tell people, beauty is only skin deep, but ugly is to the bone. Holla at your boy.
Yes, sir.